Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula.
Happy Halloween!
Ooh, it's Spookyville. It's time to get all scary. In literally T-minus a couple hours, kids are gonna start knocking on your door, ringing your doorbell, and if you have Siberian Huskies at home, you know that could be a recipe for disaster. Siberian Huskies tend to get really nervous and excited around the holidays, especially when they got like 7,000 little kiddos knocking on your door. And the worst part about it is all those kids are dressed up as something really scary. But let's get real. Between ringing the doorbell and opening your door every 20 minutes, having candy all over the place, Halloween is not a very comfortable time for itty bitty Huskaroni pizza. Now it might be all good and fun for you because hey, you get to eat some candy, you get to give some kids some stuff, you may even get to dress up and have fun, go to a party or something. But Huskies are like, man, tonight's gonna be crazy. This is like the sequel to the 4th of July. It's okay, it's all good, I know you're stressed out, but everything is going to be cooleroni. On today's episode, I'm gonna teach you guys how you can calm your dog down, prepare them for a night of trick-or-treating, and make sure that your Husky is feeling super duper good and not mega stressed out. You don't want them barking every 2 seconds that the doorbell is ringing or the door is knocking, and you don't want them bolting out the door whenever you're opening it to give treats to little kids or inviting your friends inside. So let's go over that today. Let's get into the good stuff. I'm gonna teach you guys how to keep your pups safe and at the same time having an awesome Halloween holiday. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Come with us on another episode of 60 Formula, the Halloween edition, where we find out how to keep Siberian Huskies happy and stress-free during the Halloween holidays. All right, let's go. Let's do it. You guys ready? And Britney Spears is like, dude, I've never been more ready, Freddy. All right, let's go. Alright, so Halloween is officially here. You're at home, you're chilling, it's October 31st. Welcome to the scarification, baby. You're probably expecting some kids to come to your door tonight, maybe dressed up as like Frankenstein, maybe Dracula, possibly even Miley Cyrus. Yeah, it was a Hannah Montana joke, dude. It was a Hannah Montana. You don't get it. Never mind. So you got your Husky. They're chilling. They're having a great day. And little do they know, Halloween is about to hit them up. Ding dong. People are here. And the number one thing that you got to keep your Huskies away from is that good old candy. Oh yeah, candy is good for you, but give it to a Siberian Huskaroni and they're going to be like, ooh, my
Tummy, I don't feel good. I think I've been poisoned.
In all super seriousness, chocolate and candy is very, very bad for Siberian Huskies. So you gotta make sure that you're keeping it up on a high level and preferably in a box, not a bowl. Everybody likes to get a bowl for Halloween. They're like, ooh, let's get a big old purple bowl and let kids just dig their hands right into it. Now that's fun and I get it, but if you have a Husky or a dog and you're trying to keep them free of all the chocolatition, this is what I jam with right here. I literally just go to a dollar store. I got this at a dollar store for people who are like, oh, 60 Formula, I can't spend that much money, mate. I don't have that much money on me. Don't fret, this is literally only $3, I think. $1 to $3, somewhere in between there. And look, it has this little itty bitty rope right here that you can see, which keeps it closed. It's not locked. You don't need a fingerprint retina device. You just need one of these little stretchy cords, kind of like a hair tie. Then you undo it, and inside, the most magical treasures that any dog could ever imagine. Oh my goodness, Kit Kats and the Hershey's galore. Looks so delicious. So yeah, if you guys are getting ready to have a whole bunch of treats ready for your trick-or-treaters and you want to keep it in something safe, I definitely suggest a box like this. You can just close it when you're done, snap it right back. It takes 2 seconds. Whenever trick-or-treaters come back, just lift it up, take one out, and put it in their bag. Easy peasy. And I know Britney Spears is like, dude, I really want one of those Kit Kat bars. Kit Kat's my favorite.
No, you can't have no Kit Kats. No, you can't have no Kit Kats.
So that's gonna be tip number 1. Keep your candy in a safe location. If you can't keep it in a box, if you absolutely refuse to pay $3 to go and keep your Husky safe, and keep it in a pantry, in a bowl, far away from the mouths of these beautiful little floof heads. Now it goes without saying, when the time comes, and it's usually when the sun goes down, little kids are gonna be knocking all over your door. And this makes Huskies really, really anxious. They're like, oh man, you know, there's people knocking on the door, I'm barking, I'm freaking out.
Somebody help me.
Well, if you got a Husky at home, I've got the best tip for you.com, baby. Sit back and listen to this. About an hour or an hour and a half before you're expecting trick-or-treaters to come
And riot your house.
pick up your leash, put the collar on your Husky, and take them outside. Run them around outside about 30,422 times, and you're gonna tucker your Husky out. You're gonna make them so tired that worrying about people coming to the door is not gonna be their priority. Oh, there's a cameo from Rue way back there, woody woo. I'm telling you, if you guys go outside and you exercise your Husky for a good 30 to 45 minutes, about an hour and a half before the trick-or-treaters get there, they're gonna be chilling, they're gonna be sleeping, they're not even gonna be that worried about who's coming to the door. Yes, the first couple of times they are gonna be concerned.
That's just what doggos do.
But after a while, especially when they're tired from doing all sorts of exercise, they are not gonna have that much stress. If you let a Siberian Husky sit inside all day, the day of Halloween before all the trick-or-treaters get there, if they have all that energy pent up and they haven't done any exercise on Halloween, oh baby, they are going to be stressed out and hyper when people start ringing on your door. So do yourself a huge favor. Get your Husky tuckered out. Go and take him to the beach, go take him to the park, just take him out in your front yard for 30 minutes and run them around. Act like it's the craziest, best day of your life and get them all tuckered out. I pretty promise you this is going to get rid of most of that stress that you experience on holidays like 4th of July or Halloween. Oh, and last but not least, this big old front door right here is probably gonna open up 7.5 trillion times tonight. And I know some of you have Husky puppies, they aren't fully trained and they wanna run out the door whenever they get the opportunity. Now you may be like, ooh, my first instinct is just to put them in their cages because if I put them in their cages, then they won't get out the door. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. You ever put a Husky in a cage when a bunch of strangers are at your front door? You know what that sounds like? It sounds like the scariest screaming noise you've ever heard in your entire life. So don't even try it. No, in all seriousness, if you put your Husky in your cage, when someone's trying to go through your front door that's not typically someone who comes here, especially if they're trick-or-treaters, they're gonna bark, they're gonna howl, they're probably going to scream their little brains off. So the best thing to do in this case is to create a barrier. Now I know everybody's homes are different. It's really hard to create a barrier in some homes. I mean, look at this right here. That's a huge barrier that I would have to create in order to make sure that they don't get out the front door. You might not have enough baby gates, and you might not have a sufficient way to keep them from coming over here. If this is the case and you are unable to block your dogs from your front door, we're going to seclude them to a part of the house that's a common living space, but at the same time it is separate from the front door. So check out this bottleneck right here. This is a good place for the Huskies to hang out during Halloween. If you put a baby gate right here, or maybe a few boxes if you don't have any baby gates, your dogs will be able to hang out in a play area that's big enough for them to move around, hang out, even see people outside the window if you have a window right there. So think about designated areas where your Huskies can hang out when people are coming to your front door. You don't want to go chasing your Husky down the road in the middle of the night when tons of people are trying to enjoy themselves and trick or treat. So let's just avoid this altogether and keep our Huskies in designated locations during the trick-or-treating hours. So if you follow all of our tips and tricks, if you hide your candy, make sure it's in a safe location. If you tucker your Huskies out, make sure they're really tired before trick-or-treaters get there, and you designate safe locations for your Huskies to hang out, you are gonna have one of the best Halloweens you've ever had with your fluffy best friend. Oh, absolutely guarantee it, mate. So, you got a couple hours to go before all the ghouls and goblins start knocking on your door. Go get to it. Go make sure your house is Husky-proof for Halloween. If you guys had fun with today's episode, make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss out on any more Huskaroni Pizza episodes. And we'll see you next time with another episode of Guess What? Yup, whatever we make. Peace!